In this video, we will show you how to register for classes if you don't have a degree plan on file at USF. This video will be helpful if you're a graduate student or non-degree student. From the My USF homepage, click on the Student Self-Service tile. You will then be directed to the Student Self-Service landing page, where you should select Plan and Register from the Registration menu options. This will take you to the registration landing page to register for classes. Select the Register for Classes option. On the next screen, you will see a field labeled Term Open for Registration. Select the term for which you wish to register. Note: for summer/fall registration, you will see both terms listed, and you must register for each term separately. Click the Continue button to move to the next page. This will take you to the Register for Classes page, where you can register several different ways. In this video, we're going to show you the quickest way to register if you're just trying to add a single course or two. There are a couple items to point out on this page for easy registration. 1. You can search and find classes to add. 2. If you know the course reference number CRN, go to the Enter CRNs tab to register even quicker. On this page, you will see the schedule of your classes, the detailed summary of each course, your registration summary, and a link to tuition and fees to go to the payment portal. If you need to find classes to register for, you can enter information into the fields. Tip: if you want to see the entire search criteria, at the bottom left corner, there is a button called Panels. Click the button, and it will enlarge the screen view so that you see all options to make selections on the screen. If you are searching for more than one course, you can enter more than one subject and course number combination into the subject and course number field, or add multiple subjects into the subject field. Once you have selected all parameters for your selection, click on Search. This will populate class search results. On this screen, you will see the course reference number, or CRN, subject, course number, section, title, hours, schedule type, instructional method, instructor, meeting times, seat availability, status, and attributes display for each course matching the criteria you selected. To register for a course, all you need to do is select the Add button to the far right. After you select the button, it will take you back to the Register for Classes page. Caution: you are not yet registered. You will see the course is listed on your schedule and that it shows in the Summary window. If you want to continue to add more classes, you can choose the green Search Again button at the top right of the page and continue to search for courses. When you are done making selections, in the summary box, click the Submit button to finalize your registration. When you do this, it will complete your registration. You will know your registration is complete when Web Registered changes to Registered. In the Schedule view, you will see the course now has a solid color and a check mark showing that it has been added. You may encounter a registration error as you try to register. If the course section is full, you will need to add yourself to the waitlist or select another section with seats available. If you want to know more about how to use waitlists, click on the Student Self-Service tutorial link on the Student Self-Service landing page for additional information on navigating waitlists. If you encounter an error that requires a prerequisite, you can look up the prerequisite by clicking on the title of the course for which you're trying to register. The class details screen will pop up and provide prerequisite information for the course. Here you can see what you will need to register for before taking the class in question. If you have taken this course before at another institution, or in this example, have a relevant test score, you can request a permit from the academic department offering the course. Co-requisites can be taken at the same time. You just need to add the co-requisite with the course you're attempting to add. Any other permits that are reserving the course for students in a certain college, department, field of study, or that requires an audition to enter, require permission from the department offering the course. You can figure out who to contact by visiting the permit page on the Office of the Registrar website. There's also a link to that page in the navigation menu to the far left on this page. In this example, to get into SOW 3101, a permit is required for students who aren't in permitted field of studies or majors. If you need to change a class or remove it, in the summary section, use the drop-down menu in the Action column and then choose the Submit button at the bottom of the screen. At this point, you can click on the Tuition and Fees hyperlink on the Summary panel to display information about your bill. When you do this, it will display information for you and provide a hyperlink to your account information. Tip: you will see these 3 horizontal buttons between the windows. From left to right, the up arrow button will shrink the class schedule search finder so you can see the schedule, schedule detail, and summary windows. The dot button will reset the view to see all windows on the screen. The down arrow button will shrink the schedule, schedule detail, and summary windows so that you have the class schedule search available in a larger window. There are also a set of these buttons that display vertically. They function in the same manner if you wish to expand the view in those areas. Now here's how to register using course reference numbers, CRNs. If you know the course reference number, CRN, that you want to register, select the Enter CRNs tab on the Register for Classes page. Enter the 5-digit CRN in the field provided. If you have multiple CRNs to add, select the Add Another CRN link to give you another field to add another CRN. When all CRNs are entered, select the Add to Summary button. This will add the courses to the summary window in a pending web registered status. It will also add them to the schedule in a pending status. Once again, please note, you are not yet registered. If you are done entering CRNs, select the Submit button in the summary window to finalize registration. Once again, this will then change the color of the schedule blocks and change the action from Web Registered to Registered. If you are complete with registration, you can go back to the Student tab to see other information or watch additional videos to get more in-depth instructions about the components of student self-service. Please check them out, and as always, go Bulls!